The 21st century market reality reveals a huge gap between school curricula and marketplace demand. While in school, graduates are expected to acquire relevant knowledge, skills, and attitudes to solve critical problems in the workplace. A staggering figure of 250 million African youths looking for work shows the potential of African economies. In Nigeria, future problem solvers, change agents, and drivers of social businesses are in great need of entrepreneurship training within the education system curriculum. The University Co-Creation Hub, U-COHUB, is a university-fit ideation program designed to turn university undergraduates into skilled providers of solutions for social and real-life problems, with provisions for mentoring, acquisition of leadership and global competitiveness skills, and technical training. The project supports creativity, entrepreneurship, and innovation, and thus provides opportunities for university undergraduates to develop and showcase innovative ideas for social impact.
The University of Medical Sciences in Ondo has a philosophy that revolves around the issue of innovation and entrepreneurship. I do believe that in the 21st century, life revolves around not just following what things have been, but addressing things in new ways and preparing young graduates who are equipped, who are competent, who are being oriented to being able to address the challenges of their time. I'll be able to take on the challenges of the future.
Students who succeed in this program will possess relevant employability skills and be able to create jobs via innovative solutions or as entrepreneurs.
I want to encourage our students. I know our students well. They are young people with great mind, with great innovation, with great sense of mission. I just want to encourage them. This is an opportunity you must not miss. Please seize it with all your heart and make sure we impact the world the way we can.
For inquiries, call +234 7066 504779 or visit www.ucohub.org. U-COHUB, raising a community of problem solvers.
So right away, we're going straight into the business of today, the training session on healthcare analytics, making data-driven decisions in healthcare. And our facilitator for today is no other person but Mr. Stephen Okeowo. I'll be reading his profile. Mr. Stephen Okeowo. Stephen Okeowo has over 8 years experience in teaching and innovative education. Please, can we all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Stephen Okeowo has over 8 years experience in teaching and innovative education. Currently, Stephen facilitates Microsoft Learning at Academic University, where he focuses on 21st century skills, Microsoft products and services, and computer science education. He's a fellow of the Young African Leadership Initiative, the YALI, and Commonwealth Youth Council. He's also one of the Microsoft Innovative Educator Experts in Nigeria. He was one of the team that developed the Smart Health solution. Wow, I'll take that again. Mr. Stephen Abiodun was one of the team that developed the Smart Health solution, an innovative healthcare products to effectively monitor and respond to the needs of patients. Interesting. He is competent in the sound application of learning and learner engagement programs and instructional design models for the design and development of open and distance learning, courseware, social media tools, animation, e-learning, etc. Mr. Stephen Abiodun holds a master's degree in psychology of education from Obafemi Awolowo University, the Great Ife, where he focused on neuroscience of learning and innovation. Mr. Stephen is committed to 21st century education and youth development. He presently serves as the Director of Education for the Nigeria Youth Congress in Osun State. I'll take that again. Mr. Stephen Abiodun presently serves as the Director of Education for the Nigeria Youth Conference in Osun State. Mr. Stephen hopes to see a Nigeria where every child has an access to quality and innovative education. Like I do say, our primary goal here is to ensure that every trainer, every facilitator we bring on board are people that know what they are doing. They are people that are global changers. And I think after this session, it will be good for you all to check um the smart health solution. Mr. Biodun's innovation, smart health solution. So please make welcome with me. Round of applause with your best expressions, Mr. Stephen Abiodun for his first training session. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Omowanola Motosho. I welcome each and every one of us, and as you welcome me too. The first thing I will say is that, according to Oliver Wendell, a man's mind stretched by new ideas may never return to his original dimension. Okay, I said the other time first that a man's mind stretched by new ideas may never return to its original dimension, and that is what helps us to become more competent and exposed. It is the new ideas we get in touch with and the ones we build on that helps us to move ahead. Thank you very much for this session, and I'm really excited to learn with us and unlearn also, and to look at die-hard strategies, to meeting up with this artificial intelligence world and social media driven society. So let me quickly go into what we have for today. I will be sharing from my okay. Please hold on while I go straight to my slide. I hope we can all see my slide.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. The topic is the healthcare analytics for data-driven decisions. So, and we all know what healthcare analytics means. It has to do with several using several analytic tools, data, and so many other information to generate information, that will affect decision, that will affect steps or processes, and it also has to do with advanced, data analysis and then decision making. So we can see a picture on the slide. That's slide 2. If you can see the picture, just say hi. I need someone to respond, please. Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Yes. What can we say about
Hi.
the picture? We have two pictures there. We have a robust boy eating junks, and then we have a young man there, working out. What can we say about it briefly? Okay, you will see that one looks healthy and the other one doesn't look healthy. Or let's say we could judge from face validity that, this person might likely have some diseases. We are all in the medical line, so we can all say, this person is, and then this other person may likely be healthy. But I tell you, sometimes it doesn't work that way. People do tests from time to time, and even at that, there is still a risk of misinterpreting results. And then there is need for deep understanding of the correlation between data and then diseases. People can appear to be healthy, and upon close examination of their vital signs, you can see more. You can even see much more than what you expected. Using correct data analytics. Yes, and data doesn't lie. And then because data helps us to make informed decisions, we cannot overlook it. In Nigeria today, we know that in our medical places, hospitals, and so on, we are not so keen at data. But I believe things are changing, and that is why we also have this fellowship. You are change makers, and you are going out there to create the change and to build the change we want. So, and then someone, for example, could have a normal, BP, the heart rate is normal. Data science can help us to know if the person, is at the risk of cardiovascular diseases, or other, health challenges. Because, for example, the apoprotein in the system may be very high. And we have about four types of apoprotein in the body. So such a person may not have such symptoms, or the vital signs may not even tell you, but the person may have problem in the body. So another instance is genetics. But let's move to the next slide so that we can navigate what we have here. Now to the introduction, we have the importance of data-driven decisions. Yeah, and then healthcare analytics as a tool for informed decision making, and then increasing availability of data and its potential impact on healthcare. If you took the COVID vaccine, if you can remember, if you took the COVID vaccine, remember that your data was taken. I took the COVID vaccine, the 2 shots, and they got my data. They used phone, an Android phone also, to record some few things about me. That is part of what we are talking about, which is improving daily. So I can be tracked. In fact, if I get to UK now, they can track it and check if I've been vaccinated. Okay, this person is having malaria. What is wrong? Has he been vaccinated against COVID? Okay, this is what we'll do. So data science can help greatly, in improving patient, outcomes, can help us identify patterns and trends in patient data, enabling healthcare providers to make more accurate diagnosis and treatment plans. Then it can also help to reduce cost, and also help to detect diseases on time, because early detection is very key. I know someone who is close to me, who died last month because she didn't detect early ovarian cyst. So if she had detected early, she had gone for regular checkup, and then she's able to know her history and all that, she would have. So it helps us to detect. Then also helps in personalized medicine too. It helps to tailor treatments, to individual patients based on their genetic makeup, their lifestyle. Some people, they cannot use some certain drugs because of their genetic, of their genomics. They have to, be tailored towards a certain, routine of pharmaceutical, applications. They have to be, there's a personalized approach, that will often result in more effective and less invasive treatment. We'll say that. Then it also helps in population health management. Then it also helps in resource allocation too. Hospitals and clinics can use data to predict patient admissions. They can also use that to allocate staff and resources accordingly, and ensure that patients, care is not compromised, especially during peak periods, emergency, and so on. So, and then increasing availability of data and its potential impact on healthcare. Yes, data is becoming much more available. The management is also very important. If data is available, how do you manage it? What are the tools to use to manage it? What are the impacts? And then what is the effect, of using data, in managing health care, health information, and also health information management. These are very important things to note. And let's move to the next. So We discussed about um, healthcare analytics as a tool for informed decision making. Then we have some key benefits of healthcare analytics, which I've mentioned some of them in the introduction. It helps to improve patient outcomes through evidence-based decision making. What we see, from the data influences what we do, in treatment. That is, after checking the data, analyzing it, then it helps in diagnosis. Then it also enhance operational efficiency and resource allocation, as I said the other time. Then, it helps to identify trends, patterns, and insights for interventions. I know this is common in the medical field. Medical doctors, they say, okay, since these are the common symptoms, that happen, when someone is having malaria or when someone is having typhoid, then this is what is wrong with the person. But that is not sufficient. That is not enough, and that is not also 21st century inclined. There is need for much more data because the human body is getting more complex every day, and then there is need for data, analytics, to manage the information of such patients. So now let's move to the types of data, types of healthcare data. Now, the first one is the clinical data. These are derived or sourced from electronic health records, and then we also have true medical imaging data like X-rays, MRIs, CT scans, and so on. So we have some of them like that. Then we also have operational. Then we have lab results. We get data via lab results. Something happened to me some years ago. I use a certain doctor in Abeokuta, and then he has my data. They have a file, which is normal when the doctor clerks you. So, but the interesting thing is, when I went to another doctor in OAU Ilefe, they opened another file. Then when I got to another city, they opened another file. Then I go to another hospital again in Ede here, in Osogbo rather. They opened another file. Now the question is, they are not writing the same thing. They are not recording the same health information. They may be related, but they are not recording the same thing. They may be, in different ways from their diverse observations and tests, especially depending on their expertise. Now, how does this information, let's say, intertwine or interact to give a better, health care decision, to help them make better decisions? How? That's the question. And that is where data analytics come in. In fact, we have to talk about cloud also, because you can't have data without having, cloud storage. Data has to do with more of the cloud storage. So then we also have operational data. Those I spoke about, those files that were being kept. I have some in OAU, undergraduate, postgraduate files, health records, but they are not being synchronized with other. There should be I'm just suggesting. I'm not saying that is the standard. That is standard. It may be in some countries, but there should be a general file directory that will tell you once a doctor has a laptop in his front, is able to type your name. The data is is well encrypted, and then you can say, okay, let's go to his data. He puts in his password. Immediately you are speaking, he already has some basic information about you, and not just the clicking information. He has some information that can help him to quickly determine, okay, this is the next thing you have to do. This is what steps you have to take, and so on. So we have operational data too, which helps in patient flow and scheduling. Yes, Then we also have staffing levels. Then we have the um, inventory management too. Inventory management such as data collection analysis, demand forecasting. For example, we have predictive analysis which can help us to uh, forecast demand for various medical supplies and equipment based on historical data and other factors. Medical supplies are very important these days, especially during COVID. During COVID period, we saw how in some parts of Nigeria, there was no coordination because there were, data was not well, coordinated. When you don't coordinate data well, you don't have good coordination. So we have inventory optimization too. We also have vendor management, such as healthcare, vendor performance that is based on factors such as on-time delivery, quality of products, and then pricing. Then and so many other inventory management systems. Then we have financial data. This is the financial aspect handles that. So, but we are particular about the clinical data. So the next slide. Hello, I hope I'm not running out of time. Omo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. You have 5 minutes more for this session to be over the first part.
Okay, okay, let's go on. So we have now, what are the analytics techniques for managing data or analyzing data for health information? Now we have the first one is the descriptive analytics, which helps to summarize historical data to understand past trends. Example, we have patient demographics, we have admission rates, and then the test results and so on. So then we have the predictive analytics. This has to do with using data to predict future outcomes. So if let's say if this patient has this data, we have this information about this patient, he has been he has slumped like 5 times this year, then they can use the data to predict, that okay, this patient needs to be placed on a certain drug, based on what trend they have seen. And then this also help in predicting patient readmission risk, because when you can see that okay, this patient, this is what is really the problem from data, you can tell straight, what to do. Then we have the prescriptive analysis. This is what doctors use most times. This is recommending actions based on data analysis. Then treatment plans can go for specific conditions. For example, I don't know if this is done in public hospitals, but I know some private hospitals will be doing that. They give patients questionnaires to fill, after collecting them or asking them questions or going through diverse tests, and then they analyze it. The analysis will be able to give them some basic information about the treatment plan, for the person's health condition. So then we have the diagnostic analytics, which doctors also use so well. In fact, this is very, very important. This helps to is a kind of data analytics that focuses mainly on examining the data, and then to understand current state of a system, the body system of that person, and then to identify issues around the person. It can also help provide insight into why certain events or outcomes are always occurring for that particular patient. It also plays a critical role in in other healthcare facilities. Even in other healthcare management facilities, it also helps in investigating the causes of a disease outbreak. That's in public health. It's a common you know uh, is a common analytics technique. So and then we move to the uh, last slide before the break. Um, when we say data analytics or health information, management or analytics, we have to talk about the data sources and the collection. So before you can do anything about data, there is need for collection, and we have sources such as electronic health records. This is very poor in Nigeria. It's very poor in Nigeria. In fact, it's even poor in some universities. I've been to so many universities in Nigeria, and I have seen even some universities using they are not using real time records, such that you can update. The data will be there. For example, Excel is there on Microsoft SharePoint. You can update in real time, and another person who has access to that data can see it. So it's a problem, especially in Nigeria, because of other uh, issues we have with the system. But it's still possible when we make efforts to make it possible. Then we also have wearable devices and IoT sensors. IoT, Internet of Things. We have sensors now. Sensors in tires, sensors in wristwatches, sensors in fridge, sensors in everything, even in laptops, sensors everywhere. In earpiece, we have sensors. So they help in giving us data. For example, I spoke about getting vital signs of a patient, and then we did a smart health project on it. That's from Adeleke University. Some of the Microsoft learning programs we did then with uh, Faculty of Engineering team. So and we're able to to get a solution, such that you can, monitor someone's vital signs from, from afar, without being in the hospital, without being with the person. So you can monitor it. You can give more information about that later. Then we have patient surveys and feedback. So that's another source of data. Then we have medical imaging systems, such as we have ultrasound, we have nuclear medicine, we have mammography, used especially for breast imaging to detect breast cancer. And I think there is a way they know someone has done X-ray before, because you are not supposed to be exposed to so much radiation. So, but in Nigeria, I don't know if that is done. Someone goes for X-ray here, goes for X-ray here, goes for X-ray here, and then in maybe 5 years, he has gone for almost 7 X-rays because of a particular challenge. There should be a way out. Or in fact, there is a way out through scans and other methods. But how do you know such a person has gone through several X-rays and is not supposed to take X-ray anymore? So these are issues. So we also have computed tomography, which combines X-ray technology with computer processing to create cross-sectional images, images that will give um, signs and solutions. It will give indication, it will indicate that there is a problem somewhere. So then the last one is the research studies and clinical trials. We have so many research studies in the university through the teaching hospitals, and then clinical trials too, in labs, in hospitals, and so on and so forth. So I think I should stop here. I'm supposed to stop here so that we'll continue later. All right. So we stopped at data sources and collection. We know where to get our data. You know, the nearest available, or let's say the data that we can easily get. Let me put it in simple English. So we can easily get, yes, um, from based on where we are doing our internship or housemanship, or working or schooling. Now, we'll go to the challenges in healthcare analysis. There are challenges, but I'll first talk about the ones that are peculiar to Nigeria system. The first challenge we have in Nigeria system is the lack of enthusiasm for data analytics or healthcare systems. It's the enthusiasm. Yes, that is the first problem we have. Then the second one is the governmental issues. Of course, if the government doesn't promote it, it may not go far. And then we also have the challenge of power and let's say infrastructure generally, because if a general hospital doesn't have um healthcare analysts, I mean experts who can help, who can give suggestions, or maybe health information managers who are graduates and who actually know their onions and are able to deliver using the tools that are available, then things can start changing. Gradually we can get there, like it happens in countries like Germany, Japan, United States, Australia, New Zealand, and many other African countries who are taking after this. So we have data privacy and security. Ensuring compliance is another issue, and especially with regulation. So we can see HIPAA and GDPR. That's HIPAA stands for Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. That is a United States federal law. Then we also have the GDPR, which is the Data Protection Regulation, which applies to European Union. That even came into effect in 2018, while that of US came to effect in 1996. So it helps to safeguard patient confidentiality. These are very important things. Privacy and security is very important, so that hackers don't get information about someone. From instance, the person is now contesting for as governor, and then his enemies are using the information they have about him to attack his personality. So these are issues. Then we have data quality and integration, dealing with incomplete and inconsistent data. Is very important. Data is very important, and uh, it's very informative. But data can be misleading too. It can be misleading, and as much as data is a roadmap, it's not actually the solution. It's not diagnosis. It is just it is just like a graph. It is like a compass, that will tell you, okay, this is where the issue may be from. So it is now the interpretation, via experts that helps. Then we have integrating data from diverse sources. Then interpreting clinical context is another issue. Understanding medical nuances for accurate analytics is very important. That is why we have to involve domain experts in data interpretation. Those who are skilled in infectious statistics, in data science, using who have skills in using tools such as Microsoft Power BI, Python, and so many other tools, GraphPad, who can use them extensively, who understand it, who can use so many other tools to interpret data. So and Clinical knowledge and expertise is very important in this area, and I know there are many uh, schools now offering health information management, but I hope many of them will also learn more about um, healthcare analytics. So these are the challenges, and we can surmount those challenges when we work towards them. Then let's take a case study. Um, now, so this case study is going to be demonstrating how analytics helped the hospital optimize bed utilization. You know, um, I'm going to just use a dummy name now. Uh, the name of the hospital is, you know, Big Shape Hospital, and it's a large urban healthcare facility, you know, with a high patient inflow, people, you know, offering a range of medical services, including emergency care, surgery, specialized treatment units. The hospital was facing challenges related to bed utilization, you know, resulting in overcrowding, you know, in some areas, and also delayed admissions. They also have inefficient resource allocation, and also um, emergency, you know, issues that they cannot cater for, you know, as they should. Then the problem statement is that the hospital administration sought to improve bed utilization to ensure that patients receive timely care, and also to reduce wait times in emergency department and minimize operational inefficiencies. Now, what is the solution? The hospital implemented a data analytics driven approach to optimize bed utilization. Now, let's give an overview of the steps that were taken. You know, the first thing that was done was, after the hospital management, you know, got a committee to see into the problem. Then they set up a data collection and integration team. You know, they collaborated with the IT department, gathered data from various sources, including electronic health records, admissions and discharge records, real-time data on bed availability, and so on. So then the next thing was to go into analytics tools and expertise. So they enlisted the expertise of data analysts and data scientists who were able to uh, do the healthcare analytics. So they use tools such as data visualization software and predictive analytics, uh, and other models to analyze the data. You know. And then we also have the patient flow analysis. So data analysts examine the historical patient flow patterns to identify peak admission times. You know, I've been to hospitals, you know, where, you know, within 30 minutes, you know, you have been attended to. And I've been to hospitals where, you know, 5 hours you are still sitting, you know, and that is not good. So we also have demand, you know, the patient flow analysis helped importantly to understand resource needs. So then the fourth one was demand forecasting. So the predictive analysis models were developed to forecast the patient's admissions, including seasonal variations and special events. For example, like the COVID events, COVID season, then large public events. So this helped the hospital to proactively allocate resources. So then we also have real-time bed management, then alerts and notifications, like they were automated alerts were set up to notify staff when bed utilization reached critical levels and when special units were, you know, overcrowded. So this allowed for immediate intervention. So then we also had resource allocation too. They were able to adjust staffing levels, you know, prioritize admissions, any admission that is not, you know, you know, allocate resources to, you know, including nursing staff, medical equipment, cleaning services. And so the result was that the implementation of data analytics for bed utilization optimization yielded some improvements, no doubt. Then there was a reduced overcrowding, there was timely admission, and then there was resource efficiency. So and then there was data-driven decision making. So the hospital administrators and the clinics, excuse me, they began to rely on data-driven insights for decision making. So this helped to ensure that interventions were based on evidence, and real needs, and not just routine work. So then it then ended up improving the patient satisfaction, because patients needs to be satisfied. There was faster admission. So let's go to the next slide. So how to implement healthcare analytics, because after understanding the use, the the waste, the systems, and the essence, we should know how to implement it too. We need, the first thing is to understand the data storage and management systems. There must be a data storage process or system, not just paper. They are also a way of getting storing information on all these files, all these directory records and all that, which is common in all hospitals. But we need a data storage system, whether an on-site uh, cloud management system, or a cloud-based system. So then the second one is the analytics software. You need the Python, R, Tableau, Power BI, even Excel. They are very good analytics software you can use, GraphPad and so on. So we have skills and expertise. We need data scientists, analysts, and domain experts. And that is why, I remember when I was in the university, 100 level, I had different kinds of course mates. In my room, I had someone studying computer science, education, economics. So we were able to relate, discuss issues, medicine. So we're able to relate and discuss. This is also important in hospitals. People of different fields should come together to, there should be a relationship, there should be a collaborative work. And then training healthcare professionals in data interpretation. You can decide to go into that and start the training. I'm speaking to one of you now. It's possible. And then once you get yourself well equipped in it, you can take it to hospitals, get it digitized. You can even get a product designer for it, and then start training them in how to use data, do data interpretation. Then we have the change management too. So we go to the next slide quickly. So we also have the ethical considerations in every essential work. There are ethics consideration. In fact, in almost every work, there are ethics. For example, we have ensuring that patients' consent and data transparency, minimizing bias in algorithm models. This is crucial, to ensure fairness, accuracy, and ethical use of artificial intelligence, and also machine learning systems. Bias can arise from various sources, including biased training data, biased algorithms, biased human decision making, and there are several ways to, of course, minimize bias, through data processing, through cleaning of data. I know Mr. Oluwatobiloba is very good at cleaning of data and data processing too. We have discussed and done some things on that before. So we also have bias detection and assessment too. There are several. You can go online to read more on ethical considerations. this will help us to understand it better. So, future trends in healthcare analytics. We have the AI and machine learning advancements, which is very, we now have Chat GPT and many other AI tools. In fact, a lot of pictures now are not real, not real in the real sense, but they are not the actual way the pictures appear. So, what are the future trends? How do we think about the future in this regard when it comes to data? When it comes to the genes of humans, in someone's family, we have people dying, before 40, they die. And someone is saying, hey, the village people in the family are strong and they have a pattern of dislodging people from life, which may not be true. It may not be a spiritual problem. It may be that in the gene of those people, there is a treatment that needs to be done, which has to go with data healthcare analysis. It has to be an analytic issue. You have to understand, the trends. You have to do research on that family, to really understand what are those, indicators, what are the things that can help. So the future trends like real-time analytics for quicker interventions, is possible because very soon internet will be everywhere. In Osun State now we have the 5G pipes being laid across every. I see it almost everywhere, the pipes, and it's possible. So we also have personalized medicine through genomics and patient data. So I spoke on this the other time. So we can have personalized medicine such that people know a patient data, for example, has a wide range of information, that relates to his health. So you can get their medical history, their electronic data records, diagnostic test results, lifestyle factors, environmental influences, and I think these are being done already, but not in the advanced way. Um, for example, I was in a dental clinic in Ile-Ife, and OAU THC in particular, and they asked me different questions, that I was enlightened that day. So I felt, oh, so all this, my lifestyle of eating can also affect my dental, health. So these are issues. Then genomics, we know that involves our genes and DNA, DNA sequencing and then variations, genetic variations, and so on and so forth. Now we even have a projection that there will be babies, in labs now, which is being done there's a research being done in Japan now. I don't know if it's successful. We have other ways they have been done before, through the IVR and so on. But this one, it's a future AI development, which I expect that it will be possible. So people will start making babies without, making babies in the lab, and then all those kind of things. So, in conclusion, data is very essential. There is a need for a deep understanding of the correlation between data and diseases, and then diagnosis. Yes, as I said at the beginning, that people who appear to be healthy, upon close examination of the vital signs, you will see that there is more to it. It's all about data nowadays, and data doesn't lie. And with data, we can make informed decisions. We can make decisions that are straight to the point. Data may not be the solution, as I said, but data will point to the solution. So, thank you very much. I don't know if there are questions or any comments.
Thank you so much, Mr. Okeowo Abiodun. Thank you so much.
Okay, who's Steven,
That
please?
was amazing and thrilling, educating session once again. Thank you for the eye opening you created again today. Thank you so much. All right, before we go on into questions and answers for our facilitator, so right away we'll be having a questions and answers session. Tonight's session is amazing and highly educating, and I'm sure our notepads are filled up with all Mr. Stephen Okeowo had for us today. So if you have any question, as usual, kindly raise your hand, or you type in your question in the chat box, or you mute your microphone and ask your question. Any of the three. Any question on healthcare analytics, making data-driven decisions in healthcare? Any question? Wow. So that means Mr. Okeowo did justice on healthcare analytics. That means we all got all that is said. All right. So I'll bring on board right away our evaluation session. If you don't have questions for Mr. Okeowo, so we have questions for you as regards healthcare analytics, and we know how it works. So I'll bring on board Mr. Irioluwa Oluwoyo for the evaluation session. Thank you, Eri.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I believe you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, can you give me a thumbs up? Thumbs up. Let me see a thumbs up. Okay, very good. Okay, so you made very good. All right. Okay, so you know how we do it. All right. So if you're using I'm sorry, I'm gonna share my screen now. So if you can see my screen, let me know. And I'm also going to be sharing the link for you guys. Okay, so maybe any browser you're going to be using, whether it's Safari, whether it's Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, or anything, I would like you guys to open your browser, type www.kaho.it, and when you type that, I want you to type in your code, which is 174131. So I've sent a link to the group. This will automatically input um, the game pin for you guys. Right, so I'm kind of waiting for you guys. The game pin is 174131, or you can find it. Okay, very good. Now we're having knocking. So you can just click on the link I sent. Okay, very good, Dr. P. Very good. All right, very good. This is what I'm expecting. Doctors, doctors, doctors. Okay, Dr. P. Waiting for you guys. Yeah, you guys. You're waiting for you guys. Wow, welcome, Grace. Femi, welcome. Alright, so we're waiting for you, Chukuma, we're waiting for Esther, Ezekiel, Fitz, Fever, Mary, Grace, Luko, Prince Palumi, we're waiting for you guys. Joey, we're waiting for you. Alright, so okay, Mary, Femi, very good. This is 5. Alright, so what are you guys waiting for? Is it network or what? Alright, so I'm sending the name of the game pin is 174131. 174131. That is the game pin. Now it's done. Open your browser. It's Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Brave, whatever. Just type in www.kahoot.it, Kahoot.it. Then input the game pin 174131. 174131. That is the game pin. Alright, so we're waiting for you guys. Very good. Wow. Okay, now we have it. So I'm still waiting for you guys. Okay, very good, Dr. PS Talamide CJ. This is nice. All right. Hey, May Femi. Okay, what's wrong? Is it from my end or okay? I think I should. I'm expecting up to like 20 participants here. Okay, Esther, where are you? Okay, I think I have one Esther here already. Ezekiel Ayomide, Faith Onubudo, is she here? No. All right. Zoe, we're waiting for you guys. Just click on the link I sent to the chat box. I think let me send it one more time. All right, very good. So Femi, welcome back. I just sent it again. Just check the chat box. You see it. The game pin is 174131. 174131. All right. So we have 9 now. This is not encouraging. All right. So I want you guys to open your browser www.kahoot.it. Very good. Okay. So I have 9. All right. So we are waiting for the others. If you're not here, you're wrong. www.kahoot.it. The game pin is 174131. 174131. Ọ̀kan, èjì, ẹ̀rin, ọ̀kan, ẹ̀ta, ọ̀kan. Exactly. So 174131. That is the game pin. So it's just 8. Wow. What's wrong, guys? We are waiting for you guys. www.kahoot.it, and if you also have the Kahoot app, it's on Play Store. Okay, so if you don't want to be switching on browsers and all of that, you can download the Kahoot application on Play Store. I think it's on App Store. I have to say, very good. So 9 is still 9 as well. All right, so Samuel, we are waiting for you guys. Open your browser www.kahoot.it, input the game pin 174131. Just click on the link and it takes you automatically to your browser. Then you select the emoji. Yes, I think you have a character for that. You have to select a character. It will generate a character for you. All right, so we're waiting for you guys. All right, I think we'll have to go now in the next, okay, let's say 1 more minute. We have to leave because you can't wait for any other person. All right, so I think we are good with this 9. So we're gonna begin the game in next. Okay, very good. Now we have 10. Very well, welcome. All right, so welcome everyone. So we're gonna begin the game in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Okay. All right, I believe you guys can see the questions on your screen. Right. All right, so okay, 2 people got the questions correctly. Wow, this is kind of tricky. So 4 people got this. Sorry, 5 people got this wrong, and so 2 people got the questions correct. Now let's go check our dashboard. All right. So next, so we have wow, Favor and Grace. Favor on the first place, Grace on the second place. I believe this my network is not breaking. All right. So we are moving to the next question. Favor and Grace, well done. All right. Question 2 out of 10. Hey. All right. So everybody got this wrong. So medical imaging data is not an example of an healthcare data. Exactly. All right. So I think yeah, if you guys are following, you would have seen it in the speaker slide. So I'm moving to the next one. All right. So everybody still remains in the same position. Favor and Grace still holds the first and second position. All right. So I'm moving to the next one. All right, very good. Now we're talking. All right, so six people got this question right, while two people, the other two got it wrong. Very good. Now let's move to the next question. All right. So wow. Okay. So Favor still holds the first position with 1,761 points. I made it second, Mary Femi and CJ on the fourth. Okay, now let's move to the next question. All right, so this is the fourth question. Okay, very good, very good. Now, some people got this question correctly and somebody got it wrong. Very good. Okay, now let's move to our dashboard and let's see who's still at the top. Very good. Wow. I mean, they are taking the first place. So I mean, Femi, very good. Favor, you can still do it. Grace T is all back. CJ, where are you? Where are the rest? All right, so let's move on to the next one. So this is the fifth question. You guys can still catch up. Oh. All right, the last can still become the first one. This is the five questions. All right, five, two, very, very good. Wow, let's give our 12 round of everybody got this question correctly. All right, true, very good. Yes. Now let's move to the next to our dashboard and let's see. So this fastest finger, very good. Wow, I immediately got three answers correctly. Sorry, three questions correctly on a row. Wow. All right, so we have May, Favor, CJ, Femi, and okay, very good. All right, so CJ on the fourth position. Femi is so Favor is still is coming back up. Now let's move on. So this is the sixth question. Wow, wow, very good. Right, so we have four people. Uh, moving forward, okay, so we have four questions correctly and two wrong. Okay, two wrong. Very good. So let's move on. All right, so we have wow, Mace on the first. Okay, I think this one is more competitive. And now Favor. Okay, Favor still want to take the place back. Femi third. Okay, Dr. P out of nowhere. Very good. All right, so let's move on. Okay, you can still do this. So let's move on. All right. So okay, the seventh question for this evaluation session. And so okay. Okay, very good. Okay, so okay. Now I think three people got these questions correctly, but I the other four got it wrong. All right. So I think we need to move on due to our time. We're running out of time here. Wow, Femi, exactly. So Femi, congratulations. Okay, yeah, in the first place now. Okay, you got five questions correctly on a row. May, okay, you can still do this. Favor CJ. Okay, you're back up. Great, very good. You guys are still me. Alright, so Femi first, May second, Favor third. Let's move to the next one, the eighth question. Alright, so read this carefully. This is kind of long. Go. Very good. Okay. Okay, I think this one is me. Yeah, okay. So seven people got this question correctly and one other person got it wrong. Now let's move on to our dashboard. Alright, Femi got six questions correctly in a row. Okay, very good. Now May is still in the second, Favor third, CJ. Wow. Alright, let's move on to the ninth question for today's evaluation session. Alright, so is that quality okay? Hey, hey. Okay, so we have five people got it correct, while the other three got it wrong. Actually, I believe we have eight participants in today's evaluation. All right, so let's move next. All right, wow, okay, Femi is on fire. All right, so we have Favor still in the second place, while CJ did, wow, CJ is back up. Okay, all right, now let's move on. Dr. P, you can do this. Can do this. All right, now let's see who stands a chance to win this finally. HIPAA. Wow, wow, wow. Nobody got the answer correct. Very good. All right, so the full meaning of HIPAA is Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. Very good. All right, so we are moving to, let's keep the drum rolling. Now I'm about to say the first, second, and third position for this year's analytic for data-driven decision. Wow, CJ on the top two, let's give him a round of applause. Favor second, and for the first position, Femi, it has 255. Dr. P, very good. That's giving us a round of applause. CJ, very good. Very good. Alright, so I think it's a customer for being a very good at it. Alright, so thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think I'll be handing over to Mr. now. Thank you very much.
That was the close competition. Femi came first, Favor came second, and CJ came third. Thank you all for participating in the evaluation session. Thank you for proving to us that you actually got all that Mr. Stephen Okeowo said on healthcare analytics. That was amazing. Thank you for joining us this night. As we bring this session to a close, please make welcome Mr. Emmanuel Tobiloba as he takes the closing remark. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Warren. First, I would say thank you everyone for joining me tonight again. It's been an amazing ride learning about healthcare analytics and other things. But please let me say this, that we still need you to reach out to others so that they can be part of this. So let us increase our participation. On the group, there is isn't for us to respond actively to every message is dropped, for every instructions that we are being given. Please let us ensure we participate on the group. And next week, let us ensure that our friends that are in the group that are not here tonight, we reach out to them so they come here too. So we don't be the only one benefiting from this training and capacity we are building. And I heard most of you talked about what you learned at the ECO conference. It's such an amazing thing to hear that you are learning those things, and it's not good you are taking in everything alone. Like I used to say, it doesn't cost a candle to light another candle. And lastly, there's still the call for the next cohort is still ongoing. If you've not referred your friends, please kindly refer your friends, because the session, like what you've benefited in this cohort, is what your friends will benefit in the next cohort. And again, it doesn't cost a candle to light another candle. Thank you for showing up tonight. Till we meet next week again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toby Lover. So we have the quiz competition winners displayed. First position, Ezekiel Ayomide. Second position goes to Joy. Third position goes to Grace Fatukunde. Three of them will be awarded and they'll get their rewards. Also for the COUT winners, our first three COUT winners will also be rewarded. Thank you so much. Kindly fill the feedback form. Very important. You know how we do it weekly. Go back to the group chat, fill the feedback form, send the screenshots to the group. Thank you all for joining tonight's session. Thank you for making history with us once again tonight. Stay gonimous, as your name implies. Have a beautiful night ahead. Thank you. Good night.
The 21st century market reality reveals a huge gap between school curricula and marketplace demand. While in school, graduates are expected to acquire relevant knowledge, skills, and attitudes to solve critical problems in the workplace. A staggering figure of 250 million African youths looking for work shows the potential of African economies. In Nigeria, future problem solvers, change agents, and drivers of social businesses are in great need of entrepreneurship training within the education system curriculum. The University Co-Creation Hub, U-COHUB, is a university-fit ideation program designed to turn university undergraduates into skilled providers of solutions for social and real-life problems, with provisions for mentoring, acquisition of leadership and global competitiveness skills, and technical training. The project supports creativity, entrepreneurship, and innovation, and thus provides opportunities for university undergraduates to develop and showcase innovative ideas for social impact.
The University of Medical Sciences in Ondo has a philosophy that revolves around the issue of innovation and entrepreneurship. I do believe that in the 21st century, life revolves around not just following what things have been, but addressing things in new ways and preparing young graduates who are equipped, who are competent, who are being oriented to being able to address the challenges of their time and will be able to take on the challenges of the future.
Students who succeed in this program will possess relevant employability skills and be able to create jobs via innovative solutions or as entrepreneurs.
I want to encourage our students. I know our students well. They are young people with great mind, with great innovation, with great sense of mission. I just want to encourage them. This is an opportunity you must not miss. Please seize it with all your heart and make sure we impact the world the way we can.
For inquiries, call +234 7066 504779 or visit www.ucohub.org. U-COHUB, raising a community of problem solvers.